Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you. How are you, my friends? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Thought I'd just come here and throw a few cards for you, find out what is in store, Taurus. I'm just going to get myself a deck here. Taurus, when I do these bonus reads, I do attempt to just look into the future. The current to the future energy is what my attempt is going to be, but we all know what a shit show it is astrologically right now. So we're going to do our best to keep it in this present energy or the future energy. If something does show up from the past, I will let you know about that, but I'm going to try and leave the past in the past. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Bonus read for Taurus. Just want to say thank you for all the ways that you support me so much. Love you guys. Thanks so much. Tell me about the Bull Gang. We've got the Three of Wands. Taurus, you're looking toward the future. Kind of makes me exhale a little bit. You're looking toward the future, my friend. It feels like you are ready to be a little more flexible with your energy, I'm going to say. It feels like maybe you were on a path where you were sort of stuck to one idea. And Taurus, it's not hard for you to get there, right? Sometimes the same people show up in the comments with the same comment every single time. And it's because they can't seem to shift their perspective. And I feel like there is somebody here who has been on one road, one specific thing, one structure, and it feels like you're now willing to be a little bit more flexible in your actions or the way that you're going to be taking actions towards something in the future here. Maybe you're looking into the future now rather than looking into the past or being stuck in the present. Maybe you're starting to plan for the future just a little bit, Taurus. Tell me more about Taurus here. We've got the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups could be a little bit of, I feel like if you are the person that I'm talking about here who is decided that I just need to be more flexible with the way that I'm dealing with my energy, with the way that I'm moving forward, that maybe there's not just one road, not just the one road. Maybe there's many roads. And it feels like that, there's many opportunities and options that are showing up for you. It feels like an overwhelming amount of emotional options that'll be showing up for you in the future here, Taurus. And it feels like it requires for you to be flexible in order for you to pick the right one and to pick the right thing to go with. This feels like this is future energy, that something is showing up maybe in about 3 weeks time, maybe 10 weeks for some of you. We do have the 7 and the 3, which is 10 wands. And I want to say that maybe for some of you, if it's not showing up for another 10 weeks or so, maybe you're being given time to drop some burdens and be a little bit more flexible. Because if you can't be flexible, you may not have all of these opportunities showing up for you. Tell me more about Taurus, please. We have the Temperance card. We have the Death card. And we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so it feels like there is a moment of alchemy that's showing up here, something that is happening in divine timing. It is something that is quite healing, Taurus, I'm going to say. It's not something that you need to fear. We do have the Death card here. So it's telling me here that there is going to be a transformational energy, or that you're currently in transition. And for some of you, you're in this transition of trying to be a little bit more flexible with the way you spend your energy, the direction that you're going, that you see more than one road. It feels like you're looking into the future and you see more than one opportunity. You don't just see it as one opportunity. And it feels like with the Death card here, that it feels like something is going to end, so something else can begin. And so it feels like this transition is going to be, it's like your first task is going to be picking the right cup. Because it feels like you are going to be spoiled for choice. It feels like you're going to have a lot of opportunities, a lot of choice coming in that might make you feel a little bit overwhelmed emotionally. So this is a transition that you're going through, or a transformation. I feel like the Queen of Swords is here because you're going to have really good boundaries whenever this shows up. When this shows up as a lot of opportunities or choices that you have to make, I feel like the Queen of Swords is the one for the job, the one who can keep their balance while everything is coming at them, and they can organize things, still organize their thoughts while they're feeling emotionally overwhelmed, where there's lots of lots of opportunities, but maybe you have to pick just one thing. It feels like you're going to have to be really honest with yourself and with the people around you. It feels like there's something that is being said here. The Queen of Swords is here announcing something or saying something out loud that is going to be transformational. It's going to cause this ripple effect of all of these overwhelming opportunities coming at you. And I think that's why you're going to have to remain flexible. For some of you, the Lovers is here. For some of you, it could be, it's like you're going through a dry spell with dating, and then all of a sudden you're going to have 2 or 3 or 4 opportunities, maybe more. And you have to stay flexible. So you're just not saying no to everything. Tell me why the 7 of Wands is here, please, in the reverse. We do have the Strength card. I'm going to say reserve your judgment or hold back until you have the whole story. So I'm going to say don't say yes to the first thing that shows up. I would say hold it back, hold back your opinion, make sure that you remain flexible, and just hold yourself back, hold your tongue. Wait to see what happens. Don't answer immediately. Don't grab at the first thing that shows up. We've got the Star energy. It feels like you need to, it feels like for some of you, you could be in the danger of grabbing the first thing that shows up because you're still in emotional turmoil or you haven't yet healed from some sort of relationship or happiness from the past that is no longer. It feels like with the 5 of Cups that we're looking at maybe water under the bridge. We're looking at the 3 of Cups that are poured out. Maybe there's no more happiness, no more celebration. It feels like somebody here is still healing from sadness or regret of something in the past. So I'm going to say if you're the person who's in that energy and you haven't taken enough time to heal, you're just going to jump right back into the cycle that hurt you in the first time. It's just going to be with a person who looks different, but the situation hasn't changed itself. And that's why it's so important to heal before you go into the next relationship. So I'm going to say hold back. Don't take the first thing that shows up, because I feel like for some of you, you're not in the position to do that because you're not yet healed from the last time, like not yet fully healed from the last time you were hurt. Tell me about these opportunities, please. Tell me about these 7 of Cups. We have the Sun. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 4 of Cups. It does feel like for some of you, this is going to be considered a major breakthrough. And it feels like for those of you who have been waiting on work, maybe you don't have a job and you've been waiting on a job. I feel like probably 3 or 4 of those jobs show up at the same time. So don't grab at the first thing that you see. This is a breakthrough in whatever this 7 of Cups is, whatever you've been waiting for, manifesting. I feel like multiple manifestations are showing up at the same time, and the sun is out. So this is a growth period for you. And that's why everything's showing up at once, because you have reached some sort of healing place, some sort of place of healing in your life where you're now in a growth spurt. So you are growing professionally, personally, spiritually, growing within the self, having breakthroughs. And I feel like you're feeling more worth, feeling like you're worth more. So therefore, if you feel more worth, then you're attracting more worth. And so I feel like that the 10 of Pentacles could be a job. It could be a long-term relationship, or the possibility of a few people wanting to have long-term relationships with you. But it feels like with the 4 of Cups, it feels like you're going to have to sift through them and make rejections. So I feel like that's why you're supposed to remain flexible. And you're going to definitely need to be healed before you start making any concrete decisions about who you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Because when you need it, you will treat it differently than when you don't need it. When you need it, you might just grab it and say, yeah, that's the one that I want. And then 3 others show up. And then you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been so hasty. So I feel like that's sort of the energy. We do have the 3 of Pentacles here, and we have the 5 of Wands. Well, that's interesting energy. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So 6 Wands is here. You're about to get a lot of attention. It feels like people are about to fight over you. Like that's what it feels like, Taurus. People are about to fight over you. It feels like you'll maybe either be going on a lot of dates, or you're going to have everybody come at you at once. I feel like you're in the most attractive energy that you've been in forever. Like it feels like you're in the most attractive energy right now. You also could, for those of you who this is not a love thing for, this could be friendships. Maybe you're going to be getting into a new community or a new network. It could be places at work. It could be workplaces, right? That we're looking at opportunities for work, as I was saying. So it could be that as well. Tell me about this death card, because it feels like you're going to have to make a lot of decisions about saying no to some people, rejecting, right? The death card with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is going to say, no, I'm sorry, that's not what I'm looking for. And you've got to do it without being apologetic, right? Like without making some sort of long, drawn out reason why the answer is no. Maybe the answer is just no. That's not what I'm looking for. Tell me about the death card and the Queen of Swords. We've got the Three of Cups the Three of Pentacles that is back. We have the Nine of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. So I feel like there is somebody here possibly a specific person that I think you might be focused on. They could be a Leo, they could be a Scorpio, they could be a Libra or an Aquarius. It feels like there is somebody here who you've been kind of, I wouldn't say worried about, but it feels like it is something that is on your mind constantly. It feels like this person could be a friend or somebody that you work with, somebody who is about to make a decision about you, I'm going to say. This person wants to release the friendship because they want something more. They want something that is longer term. It feels like this King of Swords is somebody who's been thinking about this for a while and has finally come up with an answer. Sword is in the air, which means I've got something to say. I've come up with a bright idea. So when the King of Swords speaks, it's usually quite transformational. And I feel like you've been thinking possibly about the King of Swords. The King of Swords for you does not have to be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. It can be somebody who is very honest and truthful and very to the point, somebody who's head over heart. Doesn't matter what sign they are. This is an energy as well as it could be a person. I feel like there are two people who are very like-minded here. I feel like this person is coming in with all of the words, all of the logic, with an argument that you can't say no to. Like this feels like this person is the one who is going to make the best argument of all of the opportunities that you have. I feel like this person is somebody who is they're like a lawyer, right? They're a person who presents the best case, I want to say. And they are somebody who wants to, release this partnership or this friendship. And I think they want it to become more because they see that you are very much like them, or that, we have very good sword fights. And what I mean by that is we talk about everything. We can talk, there's nothing it's like we don't ever run out of things to say to each other. It feels like somebody here is interested in possibly having more with you than just a talking friendship. It's like they want to take it to the next level, and they've been keeping it quiet here. This person is somebody who is quite abundant. They also see you as someone who is very abundant on your own, single, doing your thing, building your life. This person is somebody who sees you as someone who is quite spiritual, but silent. You're not chasing this person, Taurus. And I feel like that is the reason why the King of Swords is coming forward to make conversation, because I feel like you've been silently working away on whatever it is that you're building. The Knight of Pentacles could be many things. Could be working on yourself, working on your business, working on climbing the corporate ladder. Whatever it is, you're very abundant, you're very confident. I feel like you're going to be very surprised that this person wants to have a conversation. I feel like they're about to reveal their feelings just a little bit. Like it feels like it's not this let's ride off into the sunset thing, but they're like, you know what? I can't stop thinking about you. Like I think that they know that there's something up here, but they're not exactly sure what it is, and they want to explore it. Let's look at the Temperance card and the Queen of Swords here. Judgment, the Empress. There it is. They see your worth. So they see your worth. They see that you take care of yourself. You do your own thing. You could be the feminine or the masculine Empress. We have the Judgment card here. Somebody here is about to make a really big decision. Taurus, I think it's you that's making a really big decision here, because I feel like you've been preparing to make this decision, because please understand with the High Priestess here, I feel like you already know in your intuitive energy that something big is about to arrive, and I feel like it's a major decision that you have to make, because when you make this decision with the King of Swords, it's going to take you on a different trajectory of your life. Your life is completely going to flip on its head. Like it's going to be a very different life. We've got the King of Cups. This person is the one who is, this king here is somebody who is also quite psychic. They could be somebody who's maybe the Aries-Pisces cusp. Sorry, not Aries, but Aquarius-Pisces cusp. Tell me more about this. This person is looking, I feel like we're looking into the future here. There is somebody here who's been watching you enjoy yourself, have fun, be in alignment. Your wish fulfillment is here. I feel like this person just wants part of the action. Like it feels like they want to add something to your life. They want to be able to celebrate things with you. I feel like you've been preparing for this, whether it's intuitively or not, that you know that somebody is about to show up here. And of course, this isn't going to be for everybody, right? I'm not giving you false hope. I'm saying if this is your situation and it is unfolding like this, you might think, oh, okay, maybe. But if you're not anywhere near this and you're not the Empress yet, because not everybody is, just because you're a Taurus doesn't mean you're an Empress. Just because you're a Libra doesn't mean you're an Empress, right? It's about wisdom. It's about learning lessons, about being self-sufficient. It's about not requiring the admiration of people outside of you to make you feel your worth. Regardless of whether or not the King of Swords is around, you already feel your worth. I think that the King just wants part of the action, it feels like. And the Queen, this Empress is the Queen of Swords is part of the Empress energy. It's one of the lessons you've learned. What's the outcome for Taurus, please? We've got the Hermit energy. Yeah, somebody who you feel like left you out in the cold is about to charge back in. I feel like they've got something to say and they're not going to mince words. They're going to be very honest with you. The Knight of Swords is Gemini energy, and it feels like I feel like you've had your back to them, and I think that's why they're coming running, and that's what the Empress would do. The Empress is like, look, I'm just going to mind my business. Mind my business, build my business. I'm going to try and get to the next level in the corporate ladder. I'm just going to keep track of myself, practice my self-care, take care of my home, beautify me. And I feel like this person comes charging in. Very brave of them to come charging in. The Magician, this is your manifestation. So I feel like there is somebody here who is showing up that is your manifestation, but this person has been sort of watching you from a distance. They're watching you carry on with life without them. And you're like, whatever, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't need external validation in order to know that I'm the Empress. So I feel like for those of you who really are the Empress, that you really don't require this person. I mean, everybody would like a +1, maybe not everybody, but I feel like whoever I'm connecting with, I think you want a +1, but I feel like it doesn't matter to you because you already have your worth and you don't require to have external validation for someone to tell you that you have your worth, because whether another person shows up outside of you or not, you're still going to feel worthy. So I feel like you're in the most attractive energy that you've been in. And what I mean by that is maybe, yeah, you're looking good. This is the glow up energy. This is the glow up era. But I feel like attractive, I mean, you're attracting things towards you. So I think you're attracting multiple things. And for some of you, it could be in the week ahead. For some of you, it could be way further than that. It could be tomorrow, next week, next year. I feel like there is a lot of hard work that's gotten into something here. It's been a lot of hard work for you to stay silent. And I think that because you've stayed silent here, I feel like things are changing. I feel like things are changing. Destiny is here and you're about to reap the success or the rewards of being very, very patient. Taurus, I'm going to let that go here and I'll be back because I'm always back. You know that I am. I love you guys too much to stay away, and I'll see you soon. Hope you're back too. Bye.